Welcome to your angel messages. I'm Devon Duerr, angel intuitive and spiritual teacher. The energy right now is very urgent. We are feeling this need to hurry. We feel like things are happening with great speed. However, it's going to be important that we slow down and review all of our options very carefully and make sure we are finding creative solutions to issues that are coming up. So don't allow this energy to push you into agreeing to something that is not in your highest interest. Now, I always say a prayer of protection, asking that I only connect with God's highest vibrational beings, and these messages are meant for you anytime you come across them. The angels are highly efficient and know when you will see them. However, because it is a group message, if something doesn't resonate, leave it behind. If it does resonate, grab that journal and pen, write it down, because hindsight is one of the most powerful tools for building your trust and your connection with the angels. Now, one of the challenges they see that's coming up for us right now is our ability to tap into that natural born intuitive gifts we have. You are here because you are highly intuitive and you are feeling challenged by this urgent energy to go ahead and make a decision, when really what they're asking you to do is slow down and check in with your higher self, with your intuition, with your angels, and ask for loud and clear signs about what is the best step to take next. There are things going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of, but it could be that these things are ultimately in your favor if you will just release fears that are holding you back from asking the right questions and taking action on getting that information. So if you are finding that you are afraid to ask questions, that might be a sign that your psychic awareness is realizing there is something going on that I need to know, but you don't really want to find out because it might cause you to have to change your plans. But ultimately, it is going to help you to know these things, and they want you to know that you are going to be asked soon to be careful what battles you choose to face by defending your beliefs and your decisions. We get this a lot, to make sure we're not putting our energy into something that's not going to serve us down the road, when we know that, if we were to walk up to somebody and tell them how we feel, that they're never going to hear us from that point in time where we're coming from, then that's going to be where it's not worth your time and energy. But you do want to defend what you believe by moving forward with your own passions and ideas, and just letting those people believe what they want to believe or take the path that they feel is right, that is best for them. They want to give you some comfort that if you have recently received some challenging information, or maybe somebody has said something very tactless to you that's causing you to have to put a pause on something or change your plans. We did get that message recently that you might have to hit the pause button. They're saying that is ultimately in their highest interest, but they want you to know this is supporting you down the road, even if it was hard to hear, even if somebody was very tactless. I do hear this from a lot of people who are new to really stepping into their intuitive abilities. They get challenged by others who don't believe what they believe, but they know in their heart it's right. You know it's in your heart what is right. So follow what your heart wants, stand in your beliefs, but go ahead and let those people who are being tactless or challenging on your beliefs go their own way and stand in your power. Now, this doesn't mean we have to cut them out of our lives. It means we have to set appropriate boundaries and also buckle down and get things done when it comes to your commitment to yourself to continue moving forward with developing your intuitive abilities, deepening your connection with the angels, or any type of project you've been working on. I know I have a lot of you here who have already been using your intuitive abilities your entire life. Most of us have, whether we knew it or not, but a lot of you do know you have these abilities and you do actively use them every single day. And they really want to commend you for doing that, but they also want you to remember to focus your energy on going where your heart wants to go, not on the people who are challenging you. Now, very soon you are going to find that you are going to get some new opportunities to work on new things and show how original you are. So again, if you are already using your intuitive abilities, people are going to be recognizing you and saying, hey, come join us. And those of you who are new to doing it, you're going to also see new opportunities to advance those skills and connect with others as well. Because we're always being reminded to find like-minded friends that we can practice access our gifts with. Now, one of the things that you're going to find a lot of personal power with is when you step back and see where maybe you've been stuck in fear-based thoughts. Maybe you've been telling yourself, I can't step into my intuitive abilities. It will cause me to have to let that friendship go. Or I can't step in my intuitive abilities. It goes against what my parents believe and the way I was raised, and they're going to think odd things about me. They want you to step out of that false entrapment and go find like-minded people to work with, to encourage you on your skills and help you feel like you can continue working on that project without putting yourself in those uncomfortable positions. That's why they were saying to trust that it is important to choose your battles wisely. If you know that that friend or those parents are not going to approve of what you're doing and you want them in your life, then there's no need to have this big challenging conversation with them. Just go find your tribe and work on your abilities with them there. Now, you are going to see people around you ending up in situations where they have self-fulfilling prophecies because they've been focused on the worst things that could happen, focusing on like the worst outcome. And you may even see people around you, loved ones that are not sleeping at night because of that. So be aware of that, because sometimes people are actually taking out and they are picking battles because they're overworked, they're overtired, or they're over anxious. And you might just be standing in their path right when they've hit a wall with how exhausted they are. So look around, again, be aware of your environment always. If someone around you is seeming overly agitated, it could be that they're stuck in a self-fulfilling prophecy. Maybe they've been watching too many upsetting news headlines and they're not focusing on the positive. You have the power to focus on the positive. So again, go work on your projects, remove yourself from that energy so you can keep your thoughts positive and make positive long-term plans. They do want you to know that good news is coming your way. You are going to be rewarded for the work you are doing, and this is going to bring in so many opportunities for you to move into a new level of existing on a day-to-day basis. But what's going to be so important is that you are focusing, you are tapping into self-discipline and willpower. And if you are getting recognized for these gifts that you have, whether it's with work, whether it's with people, whether it is a divine gift that people are saying, hey, we want more of that, remember the self-discipline to keep going with that, and don't allow that to distract you from where you want to go. You've got somewhere that your heart wants to go, so make sure you are staying very focused on that. Now, they do have 3 actions for you, but I would like to pause here real quickly and remind you that I have my 2024 angel videos ready for you right now. Part 1 is available for free right here on this channel. It's a review of the overall year of 2024 and 3 main themes that are highly important for you to focus on throughout that year. So anytime you hear these angel messages, whenever you come across them, remember those 3 themes as well, and that'll help you get more clarity. And then available for a small fee, part 2, the link is below and it's on my website, is a month by month, very, very detailed guidance where we go into the overall energy of each month. We go into guidance around romance and relationships, health and fitness, and career and finance. Then the angels give us 3 actions to take each month as well. So it's so much information that I just had to make it in a separate package, and it's something you will be able to come back to many, many times to again gain even more clarity. So every time I upload these evergreen angel messages and there's something you're not sure about, go refer back to part 1 and part 2 of the 2024 angel guidance and see what clarity that brings for you. I really appreciate your patience with that, but that's something I've been so excited to offer to you. And let's get back into the 3 actions they want you to take right now at the time you are hearing these messages. Please go ahead and affirm in the comments below, I am highly intuitive. I am highly intuitive, so that you can open up to these actions that they're bringing in with you, especially when they are asking you to pay attention to where you need to focus your gifts and honor your commitments. Now, the first thing they want you to focus on doing is really dedicating yourself. So this is following up with what they've already said to us. Where does your heart feel very dedicated to something? And make that commitment now to remain dedicated to that going forward. And you can always ask the angels for help with that. The next thing they want to make sure you're focusing on doing in the short term is any kind of things that come up that cause you to feel frustrated or anxious, that you walk away from that and you go do something fun. They want to really encourage you to move out of that energy, especially if you are surrounded by those people that they are saying, they may be having sleepless nights. They may be stuck in expecting the worst or self-fulfilling prophecies. Go do something fun. If you feel comfortable doing it, invite them along to do something fun. Say, hey, let's get away from this negative thought process. Let's go do something we enjoy. And then the final thing they want you to make long-term plans for is public recognition for your gifts. Now, when people hear this, sometimes they say, well, I don't want to be recognized publicly, or I don't want to be famous. That's not necessarily what they're meaning. It could be something as simple as your neighbor saying, I've noticed every morning you go out on your back patio and you meditate, and I really admire that. Would you teach me how to meditate? Is that something I can learn from you? That's where you're getting that public recognition, because you're leading by example. So those are really important things to do. And I want you to know that I am so grateful for you, for my subscribers that are here, for you liking and sharing these videos. And I am so grateful to connect with you in this way. Remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.